Hi, this is Happy Bird from happybirdsglitternest.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to show you how to put together these adorable little button cards. Now these particular ones I made for Mother's Day, but you can change these up to any season that you would like. And they're so easy to put together, and if you don't have the capability to print anything out, let's say you don't have a printer, that's fine, because you can use any print and make a card from this, even little note cards from the Dollar Tree. So stay tuned and I'll show you exactly how I put these together. I don't know about you, but after Christmas I seem to have lost a little bit of my crafting mojo. I know that happens from time to time with all crafters. And I decided to just play with paper. I don't know what it is, but it seems like every time I lose my mojo and I go back to paper crafting, and it kind of gets me started again. So I was playing around with some images that I had purchased from Etsy. These two right here are from Creative Belle, and I'll make sure to post a link to her Etsy store on my blog at happybirdsglitternest.blogspot.com. Okay, and this was purchased also from Etsy, but this was from Hummingbird Graphic, and I thought that was really cute as well. So what I did is I went into Word and I typed out this little saying that I made up in my head. You can use it because, like I said, it's something I just made up. And I put, "You're cute as a button and so sweet too. That's why I'm wishing a happy Mother's Day to you." Now you can change this if you want. You could put happy birthday to you or Merry Christmas to you and use whatever cards you'd like for the season. I will have that little saying on my blog, and you can print it out. It'll be under my printables, okay? And you can print it out. And so what I did was I just cut around the words and I outlined it with this little gold paint pen, gold metallic paint pen I got from Amazon, and it's by Marvy Uchida. It's called Deco Color Premium, and I'll put a link to that too if I can find that again on Amazon. I'll put it on my blog, of course. Just click on the picture of this project here, and all that information will be there for you, okay? And then here are the little buttons that I put on. They look like lace. I don't know if you can see it or not. This was so easy to put together, and I just used the 110-pound cardstock. And then I put a little Ghirardelli candy here. Those are my favorites. Okay. Like that. And I just think they turned out really cute. I put two of the little rose buttons. They look very antique-ish to me, very vintage. And this says handmade with love. I put 3 of those down there. Now I used the pop-up dots from the Dollar Tree because the person can save this card if they want, or if they want to use the buttons, they can just peel it right off the pop dots. And I love these pop dots because they are nice and strong, but at the same time you can peel these off if you would like, okay? And then I put 3 here, 3 more right here. You can put as many as you want. So we'll go ahead and make one together. We'll make this little kitten here, and I can show you what I did on this, okay? Alright, so the first thing we're going to be taking is 110-pound white cardstock, and I printed several of these little images here, and so I have them. And I did print these on Epson presentation paper, and it's in matte, and I'll link that also. I found that on Amazon as well, and I love it because this, I just have a plain old inkjet printer, a very old one as a matter of fact, and the images always come out so pretty. And I just set it, the paper quality, to specialty paper. Okay, all right. So I reduced those in size and printed them out. And let's see, the little kitten. And I am using Fabri-Tac for this project. It always seems to work out so well when I use this, and I love it because there's no curling of paper or anything like that. So I'm just going to be running this along the edge first. And then just a little bit here on the inside, like that. And I'm just going to line this up here, right on the corner. I've got to lift this up so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to pat it down. Okay. And then normally I would just allow this to dry, but I'm going to cut a little bit around this and then set this aside. Okay. All right. Now, like I said, normally I would just allow this to dry, but for time's sake, I'm just going to go in here and just cut right along the edges. Oh, and when I did cut the pictures out, I used my paper cutter for that, because I know I'm not that good. I can't cut that straight. I have to have something to help me along there. Okay. All right. Let me get up close and cut a little more off the edge. All right, there we go. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is take this Marvy Uchida metallic gold marker. It's actually a paint pen, and it's Deco Color. Good grief. Sorry about that. I'm going to shake it. And let me get a scrap piece of paper here, because I'm going to need it. Ooh, that really came out this morning. I don't want that much. That's another thing. When you store these pens, make sure you store them standing up. Don't store them like this, because they can leak. So I'm just running this along the edge, like that. Now, this is a paint pen, so this is going to take as long to dry as paint, because it is paint. So after you do this part, you're going to lay it down on the paper like that and allow it to dry thoroughly. I'm going to take one of my sayings here. I think I'll use my detail scissors for this. And I'm just going to cut around it. You can cut around it any way you want. I'm just kind of making a bubble or cloud. I guess you would say. Just going to go all the way around like this. And if you can hear my dog snoring in the background, I'm sorry. She's an old lady and she sleeps a lot and she snores. Okay, oops, I forgot to put the lid back on my glue. Hold on. Okay. Alright, now you can print these out on pink cardstock or whatever you want. It's up to you. I just used paper. And I'm just going around the edge like this. And I'm going slowly. You know, you don't have to rush things like this. There's no need to rush. And believe me, it will make all the difference in the world. And you take your time with things. Just like that, and then you're going to go all the way around to the end. Okay. And we're going to allow that to dry as well. Okay. Now as soon as all this dries, we'll be back and I'll show you what else I did. Okay, so now we're going to turn this card in the back and glue this like that right to the top with our Fabri-Tac. So let me do that. Just squeezing a little tiny bit. And I'm just going to place it here up at the top, just like that. All right. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little bow right here in the corner. Now you can use seam binding like this, or you can use just the flexi lace hem tape, they call it, or something like that. So, you know, anything very simple, very soft that you can tie a bow with. Okay, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to make it very simple. Just going to tie a little bow like this. Just pull it a little at a time. Until you have the right size that you want, which is about like that, I think, for me. Okay, I'm going to cut this off. Maybe like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to take some Fabri-Tac, put a little bit here in the corner, and just set this like that. I'm going to try to get it as far as possible in the corner. And then I'm going to add a little flower. Now you can add one of these little roses. This is from the Prima package at Hobby Lobby. Or you can place one of these flowers, which are the same size, and this is the Offray brand. You can buy these at Walmart. They're right above where all the spools of lace and ribbon are, and these are about $3 a package, I believe. It's been a while since I purchased these, but they have these in all different colors. They have them in pink, white, red, blue, all different colors. So that is an option, and I think they're really pretty too. So you can add this like that if you'd like, okay? But I think for today, I'm just going to add the Prima Rose. I'm just going to put some Fabri-Tac on that. And I'm just going to place that right here like that, and then allow that to dry. Okay? Now, as you can see, in this card, I added some little 4mm flat back rhinestones here and there. Didn't use a ton, just a few. And I purchased these in here from AliExpress, and I didn't pay that much for them. I think they were a little less than $4, I believe. And I just think they have so much sparkle to them. Now, you can also purchase these 4mm rhinestones at Walmart. This is the Offray brand, and this is also hanging above the spools of ribbon and lace, okay? And they have these in, I've seen these in the AB rhinestone. I've also seen these in the pink color, and they have different tubes with different colors in them. This is more like a pearlescent type bead. So I'm going to be using this today, okay? All right. And I'm going to start by putting just the tiniest amount of Fabri-Tac right here. And be careful, because you don't want any of the strings from the Fabri-Tac, getting all over your card. That wouldn't be any good. You gotta make sure that when you're putting these on that they're not upside down. Ask me how I know. Okay, and then I'm just going to place them like that. There we go. Make sure I have these exactly where I want them. Yeah, okay. Now, I'm not going to overdo it, like I said. I'm going to add, maybe, let's see. Hold on for just a second, please. Yeah. I'm going to maybe put a little rhinestone in the middle here, here, and here. And then maybe at the top, put one here. And here. And this does dry clear, okay? So I have a total of about 5 roses that I'm going to be placing little rhinestones on. here. And I think things look good in odd numbers, so this is good that it's 5 roses. You can do like 3 roses, 5 roses, 7 roses. Because things in odd numbers are more pleasing to the eye. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that and not do any more on that part of it. Now, it's totally up to you if you want to use the stickles. I think this is in diamond. And if you want to add like just a touch here and there, like you can see on this card, I just put a little on the handle and the top of the cup, the rim of the cup. And I didn't do any more on that. And then on this one, I just had the tiniest amount to the white parts of the bird's body, you know, the chest area, just to give it some sparkle. So if you wanted to do that, you could do the same thing here. Let's see. I might put just a little bit on this pink ribbon here. And then, you know, just allow it to dry. It does take a while to dry, the stickles. It does. So, and I didn't put a lot, but you can tell I put a little. I might even do that to, I think I might even do that to this card. Okay. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to take some buttons. We're going to place the buttons on. And I bought these wooden buttons from AliExpress. This says handmade with love, and these are the little antique ones. If you type in wood buttons, roses, or wood buttons, period, you know, just wood buttons, a lot of different ones will pop up for you. And these are 15 millimeter. I bought these from AliExpress. Sorry, I have glue on my fingers. And I believe if you type in the words wood buttons rose, these will pop up, and I think you get like 100 of them for a little over $3. Now they may have these on other platforms as well. I'm not sure. I haven't checked that yet. I know that Hobby Lobby and the Sewology buttons, they have some really pretty ones there too, so you might want to check that out when they have their sales, which is usually at least once a month for that, for the little buttons. So I'm using 3 of these buttons today. Now you may want to play around with them and, you know, decide where you want to put them. You might want to put them on one side, you might want to put them on the other. You know, it totally depends on you. I think that if I put these on this side, this is going to leave this side looking pretty blank. So I think I will end up putting them here like this. Now you're going to use the pop-up dots, the little tiny ones right here from the Dollar Tree. See, they're little teeny weeny squares. Let me move my camera upwards a little bit. It seems just kind of dark today. I don't know why. And I'm going to take these out a little bit, and I'm going to start with this first one. Right up here. And we're just placing this here. And they do hold well, but at the same time they allow you to peel the button off to actually use them if the person that you're giving this to would like to do so. Maybe they might want to use this on a craft, or, you know, an embellishment of some sort, or, anything they'd like. Just don't press down until you're sure, because they do stick. Okay. You know, I think I might do this down here. And maybe, can I peel this up right here from the paper without making it come off? Yes, I can. That's good. Because I decided something else just a minute ago. Okay. Now that's probably not the best thing to do, but I'm going to put another one on here. And I thought about maybe placing it right here near the bottom of the handle. Like that. I just kind of wanted that handle to show. I'm not sure why, but okay, so I could have moved this over a little bit, so maybe I can just take this button off a little bit and move it over. There we go. Just the top part. That's all I did. Okay, that way it looks a little more straight. All right, and let's see. I think, oh yeah, one last little thing. We're going to allow the stickles to dry completely, but then I'll come back and show you how to place the candy on the back, okay? It's real easy to do. Okay, so now the stickles and everything here is completely dry. So I'm going to flip this over on the back. And we're going to glue, not glue, but mount this little Ghirardelli chocolate square on the back. You can find these at Walmart, and I've also found them at Big Lots, or basically any grocery store that has a candy department. Okay. Now, I'm using these little adhesive foam mounts from the Dollar Tree, and they're rectangular shaped. I'm not using the tiny little pop dots that we used on the buttons, because those stand up a little more, and these are a little flatter. Okay, so I'm just going to cut one of these in half. I'm just going to peel it and put it right here, and then peel this, put that right there, and then just peel this and this. So we have, it looks like that. So I'm just going to make it nice and even right here at the bottom of the card. And just gently, don't squish it, just gently press it down. It doesn't need to be hard, because these really stick, see? And they don't fall off. So it works out really well. And then you have your little button card. Okay, so I think these turned out pretty darn cute. And I'm going to show my other kitten here, my little kitten cards with two different types of buttons. So I hope you make these. I think they're a lot of fun to put together. When I reduced these, I did reduce them to I think it was 3.5 by 5 inch card or something like that. And by the time I printed it out, it didn't come out exact, but that's fine because it doesn't need to be exact. Like I said, you can pretty much use any print you'd like, you know, in a card shape, and turn it into a button card. Okay, so take care, and God bless each and every one of you. I hope you enjoy this craft and you make some of your own. So with that said, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.